exciting Lego custom. Let's see what we can do for some justice. We're almost done with the Avengers Endgame group. Just one more member to go after this, and we're officially done. Feel free to correct me if I'm missing any members, but remember that the only members I'm missing are, is Hulk, but I'm not counting like Rocket or Nebula because they're Guardian members. But other than that, let me know if I'm missing any members from Avengers Endgame. I'm only counting members from the time travel team, not the final battle stuff. So let me know if I'm missing anybody. But the only one I feel like I'm missing is Hulk. So other than Hulk, not counting Nebula or Rocket, let me know if I'm missing anybody. But I think I've got all the members done. No, I don't necessarily think I am, but yeah. Nonetheless, here we are. Hey guys, welcome back to LEGO DC Superheroes Custom Builds, and let's begin the next awesome exciting LEGO custom, which of course is Thor. Hi Gabriel, nice to see you again. Inside the LEGO custom, and already we've got an awesome like there. I have been noticing a few dislikes. Some people have been actually not liking the customs of the Quantum Realm suits. Maybe because they're getting bored of seeing the same suit over and over again, but what can you do? Movie's got a movie, they need time travel suits. Can you make Naruto? I think I've had that request before, I can add it to the list. Let's see. I'll keep Stan and say goodbye to Wonder Woman. So we are going to start off with doing what's the best way to describe it? I'll call him Endgame 4 because technically there's two Endgame 4s, and then there's a Quantum Realm suit. He starts off in a poor state, but then he gets his traditional state back. So we're looking for the right hair. Now I was going to originally use the Aquaman movie, but I don't think it's the right shade, and you can't really necessarily use the Lobo piece because it doesn't want to change color. But let's see what we have to work with. Looking at the hairstyle, it is a bit brighter. Curly long. It is like a gold color for the hair. It is like a light brown, I'd say. So curly long is what I'm gonna go for. And then you want, of course, the forehead. So 04, I believe, or is it 18? There it is. Human skin. Make sure the beard matches up. So light brown for the beard. And he's also got the neck piece going on, I want to say. Yeah, I figured it would get rid of it though. So we'll have to work our way around it. Okay, that keeps. Does that? I'm just trying a few combinations here so we can get it all going. Alright, it doesn't really want to have both. So if you want to have both the beard and the hair, your probably best bet is the curled hair and the beard. And it does actually fit well together as a full-on head. So that way we'll have hair. It's not perfect, but you're not going to get full on perfect. That's as close as I think I'll get it. I just have another idea in mind, but it was going to be using the Klaus piece, Felix Faust, but then you've got that crown thing on and you don't really want that, so probably that wouldn't have worked either. But yeah, well, it was worth a shot, so for what it's worth. Yeah, I figured that would remove it too. Terror is not the style I would go for, so I'm gonna stick with my guns and go with my original design. Beard 1, and make sure that the brown is the same. And of course the hair, like I said, make it the curled hair. Or maybe I forgot about this piece, the long hair. I always forget sometimes about some hair pieces, so there you go. The mullet, boom. And we've got a pretty accurate head before. Now we just need to add the sunglasses. Where are they at? Have you made Ant-Man from Endgame? Yes, I have. He was last custom I did. There's even a playlist. I'll put annotations to it. You can go to my videos and check what members of Endgame I've already made. The only one I'm missing is Hulk after this. But if there's any other members you think I'm missing, remember I'm not counting the Guardian members like Nebula or Rocket. And I'm not counting Final Battle members. I'm only counting like the time, or like the Avengers that what we had left from Infinity War. So, because that's what we had. That's basically the group through majority of the movie. Anyway, let's see. We now need to do the rags he's got going on, which I guess this right now is fittingly a good choice. The scarecrow piece. I know it's like he's wearing a jacket or something. Just double check it. It is an open jacket. Let's find Vandal Savage then. It's dark red. And then the hands are, well, he does have gloves on his hands. Which is this weird shape right underneath the human skin color. And then the arms also dark red, obviously. And then going on to the hips for his dark blue trousers. We don't need to add a belt because we already have one thanks to the chest piece. And I feel like Thor would wear boots, even if he's in his low state. We'll match him up with his gloves. But yeah. And then the effects, make sure they're all on black, because he doesn't have, in this state, he doesn't have his hammer and his axe. Well, he does have his axe, but you know what I mean. He's like too busy slopping. I do need to remember to add those glasses. So going on to head real quick. And the sunglasses. There we go. Scroll back down. Well, thanks Gabriel. Glad you enjoyed it so far. Jump slam effect, of course. Make sure that the effect is on 1, and moving on, make sure the hit impact is also on the black. Then going out to weapons, removing them like so. Personality, red hearts, standard health, voice, 3. One's a bit better. Stars, basic speed, animation, cool, and then abilities, tap square fighting, hold square lunge attack, number 3. Actually more of a 2 because he's not really in his full state. Tap circle will be, I guess, a yell. That'll be a sonar explosion. Hold circle will be a destroy mode number 3. Can you make the Spider-Man stealth suit from Far From Home? Sure, I'll add that to the list. I've been waiting for someone to add that. I've already done the Far From Home suit, so I could also throw that on there. Try to go easy on request man because the list is packed though. But I'm interested to see ideas if you have like a good one. I don't mind doing Marvel ones, they're fun to do because I do my Marvel customs. Because it's a DC game and you know Marvels are very cool to make, especially when they come from the comics. Because I get MC with the rest of the lot. Let's see. Double jump? Probably not. In his tubby state. Single jump makes sense. Moving on to the skill set. Gravel gun, no. Technology access, no. Acrobat wall climbing, no. Smash walls, no. He just really sits around in his state because he's too lost. Goon Command, no. X-ray vision, no. Graffiti, definitely his thing because he's a bit of a bad state right now. Tracking, sure, if he really wanted to try. Illumination and stealth. Well, maybe not the stealth part in this condition. Basic information, hero character, wouldn't be accepted by the Justice League, unknown allegiance. And save 4. And there is our first 4, where he's in his dumps zone. Like, oh, I lost the Thanos, so I'm gonna sit and be miserable for the first portion of the movie. Yeah. So let's go down here real quick and show off Thor's abilities. Tap square for the fighting, hold square lunge attack, boom, tap circle, detective mode, hold circle, destroy mode, and of course you have a double jump, or should I say a barrel roll jump. I would be very interested to see if we got to see like a Lego game with this character in it, to see how he would look, a minifigure with a big belly, because we had like, back in the old days where we had, what was his name? Blob? In the Lego game, and he was a big figure with a big belly. So I would be interested to see how they do a minifig with a big belly. That'd be interesting. Oh, now and then, I really appreciate it. Glad you enjoy him. Are you gonna do Hulk from Quantum Realm? Yeah, he's the next one on the list. And the final member, because that's the only member I think I'm missing. There's no need to ask me to do Rescue or Captain Marvel because I've made them in the past on my MCU list. And I've added them to the playlist of Endgame members. Let's see. We are going to do the Quantum Realm suit next, and then of course we're going to do Thor in his armor. And then we're officially done. So removing the glasses now, which is like a start to going on the right path. And then we're essentially just going to change the suit to a Quantum Realm suit, which if you haven't known by now I have done many times, so this will be pretty simple. General Zod's arms, black them up, hands exposed, and make them black. Now looking at the arms in more pictures, I have noticed that they've been a bit together, and there is like a bit of black. A bit of black splitting them apart, so I decided to keep that in there just so we can have a bit more of, a bit more of a mix. Then going on to the body, which of course I have chosen Adam Strange, which is I think a perfect choice. Some people like to go for the Arsenal chest because it's a bit more red, but I think I prefer the Adam Strange one because it's the white plate is meant to be at the top, and you've got black for the bottom. So make sure you make that black. And you still have some red in there with the little hinting if you see very closely. Hip piece is a red, of course, so we can have more red in the costume. And then, of course, the leg section is Commissioner Gordon with making it white. There we go. Now that that's done, going on to the effects, of course, make sure that they are on black. I did actually, I was a bit hesitant to do a Quantum Realm suit for Thor because I was wondering if he needed one. And then I found an image with him in this state with him, so yes, he does actually have it. Mind you, the trailers and the merchandise for this movie were very misleading. There are actually some photos of Thor with his short hair and beard in a Quantum Realm suit. And they do that, and I think there's like a few fan art videos or clips where they like, oh, there's Captain Marvel in a Quantum Realm suit. There's this character in a Quantum Realm suit who's meant to be dead. So we try not to get confused from that point of view. Personality, I've already done this stuff, so pretty much it's all the same when it comes to Thor right now. I would add his axe probably, considering he's using. I did this with Hawkeye and Black Widow. I gave them their weapons still, so it would make sense that Thor would take his axe with him, which is a single-bladed axe, like so, which is a hatchet. Making the color grey, of course. Boom. And he does get his hammer when he goes back in time eventually. But yeah, that's more in the final battle stuff, and we'll get to that in a minute. I don't know if he... Oh yeah, with the hammer he can... Or should I say the axe, he can now fly, so I should give him his flight back. hyper jump, and flight. And I should change his powers now he has his weapon. So we're looking for the hold circle for the electrical beam. Number 6, electrical, that's sonar. Electrical, and making it blue. Origin is the weapon. And now that that's done, I believe we can add, let's try and do the boomerang thing, because sometimes it works when I'm throwing weapons. So I believe if I go to hold circle, tap, let's hold square then. Hold square, boomerang, save real quick for a demonstration. Hold square. Okay, it pops out the batarang. Right then, we'll be sticking with the yell. But I guess I could change it to more of an explosive attack for... It's funny because there's going to be a 4-4 movie, and Stanley said in one of his interviews or something like that in the past, he said, "Wait till you see my cameo in 4-4." And it's sad that he can't be there to do it now. Number 2, star effect 4. Not 4, am I doing the wrong number? 3? No. Oh, they're all the same. Let me just try something real quick, see if there's another weird glitch for me. Alright, it just wants that effect. I think I might need to restart my game again. But I'll keep it in. Nonetheless, change the effect to an electrical explosion. Or maybe like a silver explosion, I suppose, just to mix up a bit. That's about it, really, I think, for his set. Let's go to skills and see what we need to change. Yeah, 411 Thunder. Oh, thanks, Jace, for letting me know. Oh, I loved that movie. It was a good fitting end for the Avengers. There are some people who actually hate it, I know, but I still enjoyed it. They gave every character that we loved enough screen time. Except, yeah, so I've got all the Avengers of Endgame done. I've already added Pepper and I did Rescue from MCU back in the day in Captain Marvel, so I've already added them. Yes, I know that Rescue doesn't show up into the final battle, but you know, Pepper Potts was still in as Pepper Potts, you know, to be a motherly figure, or wife figure to Tony, you know, to put him on the straight and narrow. So I still count as part of the team, but she's still present there before the final battle. And for all we don't know how long the rescue suit was active. It could have been active for a while. But just double checking a few of these. Stealth, probably I'll add that now because he's got his game back. He's getting a bit together. The graffiti I'll still keep on. Tracking, yeah, I'll still keep that on. Scrolling up, beam deflection, sure. Smash walls. Let's see. No gravel gun, that's about it for now for 4. Alright, I think I'll be satisfied with that. Save character. In this state I should actually change the team. Let me just go back inside real quick. Let's see, we'll go to basic information, affiliation, and put Justice League. Now he's a bit in a better shape. Right, but yeah, Thor's getting his shit back together. Putting it so. So out we go with Thor, getting his crud together. Old Steve Rogers. Yes, he was if you've seen my video of Captain America in his quantum realm suit. That was a liked request. If I asked people if they liked the video, I would add that to the list. And I didn't. And to be honest, I'm not going to call the video Old Steve Rogers. I'm going to call it Steve Rogers Retired, because I respect Steve Rogers from the. A lot of us respect Steve Rogers from the MCU movie enough to call him. No, I'm never going to call him old, even though he looks old, because I have too much. We have too much. If you're like me, we have some good respect for him, so I'm going to call him Steve Rogers Retired, because I think retire is a more suitable way to title it, because he's like, you deserve it, Cap. Thumbs up. Yeah, but yeah, that was a nice ending, even if it's sad to have Captain America go like that. It is sad to lose a member, but it was a more satisfying goodbye than like Tony's death. I mean, Tony's death was sad, but it wasn't sad in a good way. It was sad in like a we lost this guy. You know what I mean? I'm sad. You get what I mean? It's like we lost this guy, but then we have this other departure that feels a bit good. Cap's in a good position. He's stable in his life. Tony's words had an impact on him, and he passed another member he felt who deserved it. Personally, I would have said Bucky, considering most of the story focused on getting Bucky back together, but I respect Cap's choice nonetheless. Captain Falcon, yeah, I think there is, like, wasn't that in the comics that there was a Captain Falcon or something like that, where Falcon got the Captain America status in the comics? Is that a thing? I think it is. When is the next stream? Hopefully soon, because I've got my energy back, so you should be seeing the end of the Avengers Endgame. And just for the record, you'll know what team is next. It is another Marvel team, and you might know what it is. Just for the record, yes, we are just, and I'm not gonna screw it, I'll say it. It is, I believe Guardians of the Galaxy MCU is next, just so I can get the Guardians of the Galaxy MCU out of the way with, because people have been requesting that for a while. This is just to get some MCU stuff off my list. And he's gonna be that in a TV show. Yeah. Well, yeah, I know it does Loki. Show with the abilities real quick to keep this on. Tap square for the axe. Hold square for the explosive attack. Tap circle for the another explosive attack. Hold circle for the electrical energy beam. Let me just fix a few things. He's got the flight and the hyper jump respectively. But yeah, I should also change the effects too. So when I do final version 4, I'll just complete a few things over there. But yeah, from what it looks like, I do like the appearance of Quantum Realm Suit 4. It's pretty cool. I mean, overall, I do like the Quantum Realm suits. Yeah, it's the same outfit on every Avenger, but I do like seeing the Avengers in a teamed group uniform. Because it's nice to have a bit of change once in a while. Let's see. So first of all, let's make some improvements and go into the effects now and make them blue. Because it makes sense I started off black because it was 4 when he was depowered, style 3. And then we're going to have the hit impacts also on blue. It's called Falcon and Winter Soldier. Yeah, that TV show, that's coming up, that's going to be cool. Will you ever make Inhumans? Is that a team of superheroes? If it is, I know that, weren't the Inhumans another Marvel team? I think they were. Wasn't Black Bolt a member? I don't know much about them. But you'll have to fill me in the gaps. I think Black Bolt might be a member though. And he had like a wife or someone with long hair, but I don't know much. Let's see, I've done the effects. Going on now to the hair is still the same. The cape is now added. And that will be a red cape. Or maybe it's a dark red cape. I'll give him a dark red cape, just a bit more accuracy. Arms are going to... We'll have them still be General Zod, but make them dark grey. And the hands, of course, will be exposed. Torso Ugh. I was gonna say Dr. Light. Donna Troy? Let's see what I've got to work with. Armor. Malcolm Merlin. That's a bit better. I'll go with Malcolm Merlin. Black for the hip piece, leg section, Deathstorm. You couldn't make Lockjaw though, because he's a dog. Yeah, I don't really do animal-based characters like that. Let's see. What was this? Oh yeah, I need to switch up the legs. Where's Deathstorm? Black him up. Perfecto. And he does wield both of his hammer and his axe. Now we can't do both his hammer and his axe because the game only restricts the same weapon in both hands. So just try our best. Personally, I prefer Thor with the hammer than the axe because it's more popular in the comics. So for the sake of it, I am going to give him the hammer. Even though in the movie it was passed on to Cap because Cap was also worthy of the hammer as well. Boy. I'm actually rethinking my decision now, just because, like, hey, you know, Cap did wield the hammer, which leaves Thor with just the hatchet, or that the axe. So maybe both hands is not a bad idea after all. All right then, 2 axes in hand. There we go. But if you want to do the hammers in both hands, go ahead, but kind of make, you know, just think about, you know, say, oh, Cap's borrowing it. But yeah, it is nice that he is also a worthy member to be king of Asgard. But yeah. Let's see. Now onto the effects to correct a few things. This is my explosive attack. First of all, I had a silver explosion. Needed to change the color to blue. And it wouldn't allow me to switch effects, would it? Nope, it would not. Not this time around, anyway. Alright. Then going on to tap circle, I also did a explosive attack. So switching that up, I'll probably have a force field. Is there like an electrical one, maybe? There we go. Number 5. Makes sense that he would need a force field because he is fighting Thanos. That's about it, really. Abilities. Make sure to have the hyper jump on the flight, which I did. Skill set. Yeah, it's about accurate. Maybe add the acrobat and wall climbing now. Basic information, hero character will join Justice League. Save character, and we've got our official Thor back in his action. And look, his hair's growing back, so I'm happy that his hair's growing back. I mean, I do like short hair Thor, but I also do like the long hair as well. You know, back from the original Avengers and Avengers Age of Ultron. It was pretty sad that he didn't get his short hair for very long, though. He only had his short hair for what? Ragnarok and Infinity War? So 2 movies with short hair, and then he gets it back because a lot of time has passed. Will you ever make the Fantastic Four? Yes, I will, because guess what? They're on the list. You can make Lockjaw though, because he's a dog. Yeah, I mentioned that. Yes, Black Widow's the leader. There's a Marvel Superheroes team. Yes, like I said, Fantastic Four is on the list and is officially happening. I'm not sure when because the list is massive, but it will happen eventually. Anyway, let's show off, of course, MCU Endgame 4. Tap square for his axes, because he wields 2 in the fight, because he gave his... well, he doesn't actually wield 2, but he starts off wielding 2 weapons, and the game restricts, so you understand why. Anyway, hold square for his explosive attack. Oh, now it does it right. That's what I'm trying to get. Tap circle is the shield of electricity, and hold circle is, of course, his electrical blast. And of course you have the hyper jump as well, which transfers into flight mode, and for the sake of it we'll also show the jump slam attack. But there it is, guys, my attempt at doing MCU Endgame plus Quantum Realm suit of 4. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, comment, go subscribe, the good stuff, hit the notification bell right in the corner. Soon stay tuned for LEGO, DC Soon's custom builds, and various other content on my channel. Join us next time as we wrap up Endgame / Quantum Realm suits of Avengers with, of course, none other than the powerhouse himself, Hulk. I think I saved Hulk for last because he was the first person to, their whole big mission was to get the Stark Gauntlet back. And yes, I know Stark saves the day at the end, hence why I put him as the top leader, because he's like, 1, he's leader, and 2, because he's the one who saves the day, and 3, he dies. And then, of course, I put Hulk at the bottom, because he's the first one to put the gauntlet on, while Iron Man was the last one to put the gauntlet on. So it's a nice fitting thing there. Yes, I'll be doing Professor Hulk. I think I'll be doing 3 versions of the Hulk. Yeah, I'll be doing 3 versions. One in his glasses and the hoodie. The second version with his purple and black suit on, and then finally with the Quantum Realm suit. And but I'll probably mix the order a bit. But yeah, unless Hulk is the last character. I've explained why he's the last. I think it fits well. Join us next time, like I said, where of course, as you'll see, Hulk awaits. Till next time, guys. Peace.